I'm someone that switches insurances a lot because the insurance world.
I need to do that. I never switch insurance.
Like, the reason Geico says they can save you 50% is because pretty much every insurance company, whenever they have you as a customer, they'll raise it every year. But they want new customers because the long-term value of a customer is worth a lot to them.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll give you cheap first-year insurance. So what I've started doing is, like, every year I'll just switch insurances and get that 15% saved. And that's not just Geico. That's like every insurance company.
Okay.
So I'll search for new insurance. And what is crazy to me for especially auto insurance, I know that one the most.
Jeez, I need to switch. I've been on USA for a long time.
So they'll raise your insurance, right? Every year, okay? But what's crazy is they're raising your insurance, but your car is devaluing.
It's depreciating.
They're depreciating, yeah. So the value of your car every year is going down.
Makes no sense.
The insurance is going up. It doesn't make any sense. So when you get quoted for a new auto policy,
it's
going to be less because the old companies are raising your price, and the new company's like, well, why would you, we're going to quote you for an older version of your car because it's older now.
Correct.
It's just crazy. So, like, I've switched from, Progressive to Geico to Nationwide and back to, and I just, like, circle through them and just keep, it's kind of annoying to have to do that every year, but, if it's going to save me $100 a year.
God.
I mean, again, I'm efficient. Like,
I need to do the same thing.
These are things that I do and I found.
I sometimes get so busy I just forget about it.
And that's what they want.
For.
Yeah, that's why they give you the cheaper insurance that first year.
You just reminded me that I need to stop my renter's insurance because now that we're my God,
I'm the same way. I've moved like 3-4 times in the last 5 years or something crazy. Like, I move a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'd have the same thing. Like, you got to remember to cancel your renter's insurance. If you're not renting the place that you're paying for renter's insurance,
what the heck?
They're not going to remind you.
Heck no, it's gravy.
Yeah.
If you want to hear something funny about auto insurance and what it doesn't make any sense, I'm living in Colorado. I'm 8,000 feet above sea level, right? I literally can see mountains from my home, right?
Uh-huh.
There are elk. There are elk in my neighborhood. There are elk.
Okay.
There's like fox. There's like a lot of we've had bear in our front yard, right?
Oh,
so there are hazards out there. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Have it on camera, everything. I pay a certain rate. There's also a 45-foot incline of a driveway I could slide off with snow at any point in time, right? Dangerous. I move from Colorado to Texas, live in Brenham, Texas. USAA says, your insurance is going up. And I said, what do you mean? I use all those same terms, like, there's no elk in my yard. There's a regular driveway. Oh, you're close to Houston. I'm like, Brenham ain't close to Houston. It's like an hour and 15. They said, well, you're kind of, I said, I'm not in a floodplain. They go, yeah, but you're in this zone that we've created.
Must be because of the flood.
But how?
Or I mean, the hurricane.
Right. Well, how crazy is that?
That is crazy. But the insurance, the way the market for the insurance works. I worked in insurance for a couple of years. I worked in I don't even remember the name, the type of insurance, but it's insurance for not for the everyday person. It's more for businesses. But anyway, I learned a lot about the insurance world when I worked there, and one of the things they do is they use the law of large numbers. So, if in this certain area it could be 100, 200 miles of Houston or whatever because of the hurricanes and the floods and blah blah blah. Now, they do it over a bunch of years. Again, the law of large numbers is if they take 1 million people in your similar situation, out of that 1 million people that own cars, how many of those cars are gonna get totaled or something?
Oh, okay.
Versus
that's the rate.
Versus me and you have a car, and we live in Colorado. Both of our cars get in an accident. Oh, you're 100% likely to get in an accident if you're 30, 31 and live in Colorado. that's small numbers. That's based on 2 people, or, us living in Austin and Brenham, and we've never had a wreck. Like, okay, well, a 0% chance of a wreck. You wouldn't. The insurance companies don't base it off of that. They base it off large numbers. So, over 20 years, if there's 2 floods in Houston and that totals
a lot of money they had to cash out.
Yeah, that's probably why they take it in consideration, like long-term.
This person is going to cost more,
and because of the catastrophes of the hurricanes and stuff, they deem that more likely for your car to be totaled than
because there might be a higher propensity of a payout. We're going to get more money for you to save up for that payout at some point in time.
Yeah, because you're more risk there than the moose breaking into your car.
But the thing that drives me crazy about insurance companies, and I mean, it's not like a wild thought or anything, but they want you to pay on time and all this stuff. But the minute that they got to pay out, it's like laundry list of items as far as like what could minimize their payout.
Yeah.
And it makes me think like there's a lot of collusion and BS on there.
I'm not a big fan of the insurance world. Like, I get it, like why it exists, but especially insurances that you don't have to have, that you're not required to have, I'm really not a big fan of.
Right.
Because usually they're just up sales.
That's all it is.
Or
you try to buy a car.
Yeah.
A warranty.
Yeah, the car
comes with a warranty.
They don't actually make much money on the car. They make money on the warranty that they scare you into.
You bet.
Doesn't even work when your car gets, like, I had a warranty for my car. I had a new car. It was like a 2012 Civic.
Yeah.
Like a year or 2 later, I pulled out into the middle lane and was waiting to merge. Some person did the same thing, except they didn't look left. So they just kept driving at me in the middle lane until they ran it over my car. Basically, it ran over it. Like, it totaled my car. My car was like maybe a year old, right? And so where was I going with this? Insurance. So, like, I had a warranty for my car.
Oh, yeah,
warranty. But that just, like, nothing. Like, basically, I had a 2-year warranty, but because my car got totaled, like, my warranty didn't pay for anything. My insurance paid for it. So the warranty was just, like, wasted, basically.
Wow.
And if I would have I got a very minimum warranty, too. But if I would have paid for one of the really expensive warranties, like...
It would have just wasted money.
Yeah, and again, that's like a like a one-off thing. Like, if you look at law of large numbers, like the same like you don't total your car in the first year or 2 in general, but still those upsells, anytime someone's really pressuring you to, like, I know whenever I went and bought my car, it was like, oh, here's a warranty, it's going to be $4,000 or whatever. Yeah. They don't say that. They say, oh, it's only $80 a month for 48 years or whatever.
Yes.
But and I'm like, no, I don't want that. And then they're like, okay, well, here's one for $3,000.
Correct.
Here's one for $2,500.
And I was helping Lizzie try to buy a car recently, and I was like, I actually asked so if I could speak to the dude, and said, look, man, we could cut to the chase. There's no warranty. Let's just sign for this car. Like, don't run the game, right? So it came with a manufacturer warranty, and they want you to warrant up more money on this. It's a scam.
It is crazy. So, like, what I figured, and you can tell me what your experience was. It's been probably 6 years since I've ran through this. So when I was getting at my car, like, you have the car dealership who sells the cars. Then you have a car salesman. They get a commission on their car, so they're wanting to sell you at the top price. But you can knock it down. They'll not offer to knock it down for you, but you can usually get it cheaper than that. Anyway, that's another subject. But then they have a separate company who's the warranty company.
That's correct.
So, like, I talked to the car salesman. He sold me the car. And he's like, oh, here, come over to this other room.
Yes.
And then there's another salesman.
And that's when they do the final transaction. They have finance and all that stuff come in.
Here's your car, $12,000, okay, or $15,000 or whatever. Here, we got all that. You're good.
And here's a warranty.
But now you need a warranty. Yeah, here's a $4,000 warranty. It covers you everything. You don't have to worry about anything.
It's the same exact
I'm
experience.
Like, no, I don't need it. Like,
I'll try this one on for size. This one really, like.
But sorry. Is this? Are you? Is this what you did in this situation?
It's exactly the same experience. Exactly
so basically, they start at $4,000. Okay, $3,500, $3,000, $2,500, and it's just. it's actually better value for you, the customer. You get more for your money the more they wait.
Correct.
And then finally, it might be best to not get any warranty, but they do have warranties after you say no a couple times.
They're like, okay, fine. Pay $25 a month to get
the
$2,000 warranty or whatever.
Yeah, and get even the same warranty basically as before, or whatever. But yeah, it's really bad value. The first warranty they offer you, really bad value.
This dude was relentless, but what drove me crazy about this dealership was that
this new car or used?
New car.
Okay.
New car. They knew what the market value was online for this car.
Okay.
All right. And by the way, it's a Mazda CX-5, right? 2018.
Okay.
Right. They knew what was selling. Let's say that the online price was $5.99 for like pretty much everybody across the nation. And they said, ooh, $5.99 is the going rate. We're going to say our price is $4.88.
Okay.
It's kind of like, boy, it's going to catch a lot of eyes, right?
For the car?
For the car.
Let's use a more practical numbers.
All right. So let's say the price was $25,000.
Okay.
And across the nation is like the average price
Online.
for this particular model too. For like the high-end model with all leather or whatever, right? $25,000. And let's say that they offered theirs at $23,600. Like, dang.
Wow, $1,400 cheaper
That's
than online.
Just walk in, less haggling. Maybe I can even get it for $23,000 or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
It's not my car or whatever. The experience is for everybody at this dealership, and I read reviews about it too. You walk in, and yeah, they let you test drive the car. You finally get down to brass tacks. You're in front of the salesman, puts out the paper. You say you don't want it for $23,600. He says, okay, maybe I can work with you on $23,300.
Do they do the thing where I'll be right back and talk to my manager?
Of course.
What is that?
They do. Okay, listen to this. We'll do it for $23,300. Oh, how about $23,000? Okay, let's agree. You want this car for $23,000? You're like, yes. And he goes, all right, can I get a signature of your intent? Okay, sign it. Comes back and says, all right, he said we couldn't do it for $23,000, but we could do it for $23,200, right? Whatever.
Meet in the middle. Yeah.
And then, this blew my mind. He goes, but here are some required costs that there's no negotiating on, and you have to have them. And one of them included a warranty, which I was like, no, frick no. But two of them, they would just wouldn't shake, and I don't know, I forget what they were. That's how confusing it was, right? And so what ended up being the case was their internet price was a lie, because these were hidden. If you got really serious about moving forward with the car, they were going to add these on anyway. So I told the dude,
agree.
right? I told the dude, I was like, no. So you're saying if this is where we're starting from, take our price, add these. That's higher than what your other dealerships are competing on. That's ridiculous. We're starting from a different space. Like, I was like, wow, that's one of the worst car dealership things I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I get really uneasy when I feel like I'm being shammed at any place. I'm
Just
like,
walk away. Just walk away.